Hey guys, welcome to Quick Excel 101. Today I'm going to talk about VLOOKUPs. But first, what is a VLOOKUP? VLOOKUP is a function in Excel that does a vertical lookup on a value based on a unique identifier that you provide. Now let's look at the VLOOKUP formula and how it works in Excel. So when you do equals VLOOKUP in Excel, Excel asks for three mandatory things. The first one is going to be the lookup value. Second one is going to be the table array, and the third one is going to be the column index number. To make this much simpler, I am going to provide you with an example. Say for example, a friend of yours comes over to your house and you own all these games. And you tell your friend, hey, can you pass over the Medal of Honor DVD or the Medal of Honor game from these bunch of games? Now your friend has a little bit of a hard time finding this specific game, so he looks at every single game until he finds Medal of Honor. So you give your friend a little hint, or you provide him with a little help, and you tell him it's going to be on the left side or the first column. That makes it much more easier for your friend and eliminates like 50% of his data. So it's much more easier for him, and he's able to find Medal of Honor much more quicker and easier. And that's exactly how Excel works. Excel, imagine this with exponential set of data, and how Excel can make your life much more easier and efficient, because that's how the VLOOKUP formula works. First, it looks up for the lookup value. So in our example, it was the lookup value was a unique identifier, which was Medal of Honor. Second, it looks at the table array. So the table array were these games. So from here to here, all these games was the table array. And then the column index. The column index was column number 1. So that's exactly how VLOOKUP works. Now I'm going to dive into a realistic example. So say you own a stationery store and you have a bunch of products: a pen, pencil, eraser, crayon, marker, paper, and they have different prices, and it has a item number, and this item number is a unique identifier, as I mentioned earlier. And these unique identifiers are on the very left side, as that's how your data set should be. You should always start off with a unique identifier on the left side, and then it should follow with the other data on the right. So say for example, customer number 1 orders item 16650, and he orders 100 quantities. Now he calls you on the phone, he asks you, what is the total price? So you're not going to know off your back what item number 166,500 is. So you're going to do a VLOOKUP formula. So you're going to do equals VLOOKUP. And like I mentioned before, it's going to ask you for three mandatory things. The first one is going to be the lookup value. Now the lookup value is always going to be the unique identifier. Unique identifier in this case is the item number, because this item number is unique and it's not a repeated item. Second, it's going to ask for the table array. Now the table array, this is the data, so you're going to select this whole set of data, which is going to be a table array, and I'm going to make this absolute. So press F4 and this is going to be absolute, comma, column index number. Now you want to find the column, to find the column index number, you have to first know what you're looking for. Now you're looking for the product. So the product is going to be in the second column. There are 1, 2, 3 columns in total. The product is going to be in the second column, so you're going to write 2, comma, range lookup. Now always put it as exact match, so do false and close bracket. There you go. So it gives you a value, or it gives you your output, which is going to be the eraser. As you can see, item 166,500. So item 166,500, and the product is the eraser, and that's exactly what it gives you. Now you can also make it give you the price of the item, and you basically have to do the same thing. So you do equals VLOOKUP. The lookup value in this case is going to be item number again, because it is a unique identifier, comma, table array. The table array is going to be this whole table, comma, column index. Sorry, I just have to you just have to do this in an absolute form, always. Column index is going to be column number 3, because you're looking for the price. So column 3, comma, range lookup is going to be false, so you want exact match. Double click, close bracket, and the price comes to $2.50. Now you can just drag this data down, or this formula down, and it'll give you the product. You can drag this down again, it'll give you the price for every single item at the specific product. So item number 163259 is going to be a crayon for the price of $5. And say you want to find the total price, all you got to do is the price multiplied by the quantity. So that's the total price, double click, and that would give you the total price. So for example, customer number 4 calls you and says, I want item number 159978. I want 50 of those items. What is my total price? So you're going to tell them it's going to be for 1,250. And see how easy this was by just doing VLOOKUP instead of doing tedious task and looking at the value and trying to find what the product is and what the price is. So that's it, guys. This was the VLOOKUP tutorial. Stay tuned. I'll be bringing in more tutorials, and have a great day.